So James, you've spoken about Devere as a company, but how has your personal managerial style changed post-lockdown?
I think it's changed massively. It's had to change massively. It's had to adapt. So last year, to give you an example, I love going into offices. I love walking in. I love seeing the ladies and the gents and getting that buzz. You know, I love presenting to people. Great finding out what they're up to. Lovely to get there and have breakfast with them or take them for a beer after work to say thanks for their hard work. Then of course 2020's has come and COVID's hit and there is none of that, there's no flights. So I've had to shift, had to change things. Everything has been done via Zoom. So when we went into lockdown, we did 2 Zoom meetings a day. So 14 weeks of lockdown, 2 Zooms a day, one at 7:30, one at 1 PM. So we tried to keep in touch with people, tried to give them massive amounts of support, massive amounts of motivation, massive amounts of training. And it worked very, very well for us. Maybe it worked so well that I don't think I'll ever go back to doing 110 flights in a year ever again. You know, for me, certainly last year, I didn't believe there was any other way other than jumping on a flight and getting into an office. It would take me 3 weeks to get round, 20 offices in Europe, you know, a flight every single day. You're looking at 3 weeks to get round, but of course that's 3 weeks away from my kids, 3 weeks away from my wife, 3 weeks in hotels, and they're not always amazing. You know, you don't want to spend too much money when you're traveling. Don't want to stay in a hellhole, obviously, but don't want to spend too much. So often they're not massively glamorous hotels. A flight a day is exhausting. You know, again, that's not as glamorous as it looks either. Delays, stuck at airports, diet tends to be not great when traveling. That would be typical for certainly 2019. Things have changed in 2020 and everything's been done by Zoom. I can now speak to the whole of Western Europe. Takes me an hour, don't have to go anywhere, saves me a fortune, saves me a stack of time. Is it as good as walking into an office? No, you know, clearly not. But is it nearly as good? I'd probably say yes, I think it is nearly as good considering the time that it takes. It means that after that meeting's done, I can give my full attention to the managers, whereas previously, if I'm in an office and I'm there for 6 hours, I'm there, I'm present, I'm in that office, and I can't speak to the other 19 offices. So yeah, things have definitely changed a lot, definitely had to adapt. Do subscribe, hit the button.